America, 1960. The ideal woman was supposed to love cooking. Not just do it, but love it. She was supposed to find joy in planning meals, fulfillment in serving her family, pride in a perfect kitchen. Women's magazines showed glossy casseroles and smiling housewives. Cookbooks promised elaborate recipes that took hours. And if a woman didn't feel that joy, that wasn't a flaw in the system. That was her failing, her secret shame. Peg Bracken had a different idea. She was 42 years old, a working advertising copywriter in Portland, Oregon. She had a daughter. She had a career. And she had zero interest in spending every evening producing elaborate dinners. Neither did her friends. They called themselves the Hags, a group of working women who met for lunch and complained honestly about the tyranny of the dinner hour. While magazines insisted cooking was women's sacred duty, the Hags knew the truth. Sometimes cooking is just a chore you want to finish so you can get on with your life. One day they stopped pretending. "We pooled our ignorance," Bracken later said. "Told each other our shabby little secrets. Not impressive recipes, not fancy dishes, the real meals they made when they were tired, busy, and done." Bracken started writing them down. She added commentary, sarcastic, funny, brutally honest. Instructions like brown the garlic, onion, and beef. Then let it cook 5 minutes while you light a cigarette and stare sullenly at the sink. She called it the I Hate to Cook book. Her husband read it. His verdict? It stinks. She sent it to publishers anyway. 6 male editors rejected it, all for the same reason women see cooking as sacred. Women would be offended. They were wrong. A female editor at Harcourt Brace understood immediately. Bracken wasn't insulting cooking. She was validating something women were never allowed to say out loud. The book opened with a declaration. Some women, it is said, like to cook. This book is not for them. This wasn't for domestic goddesses. It was for women who'd rather hold a dry martini than a wet flounder at the end of a long day. Chapter titles were blunt and funny. Vegetables were under this side of beriberi. Main dishes were called the rock pile. Recipes relied on canned soup, frozen food, shortcuts, because the goal wasn't art. The goal was dinner done, and something remarkable happened. The book sold 3 million copies. Women bought it for themselves, gave it to friends with a knowing look. Peg Bracken became a celebrity. TV appearances, columns, even ads for frozen foods. And remember, this was 1960, 3 years before the feminine mystique, before second-wave feminism had language for dissatisfaction. Bracken didn't write manifestos. She wrote humor, but she understood the same problem. In a later essay, she captured it perfectly. As millions of women have done before me, I pulled domesticity over my head like a blanket and found I was still cold. That metaphor changes everything. If a blanket doesn't keep you warm, the problem isn't you. It's the blanket. Domesticity, Bracken suggested, was never designed to fully nourish women. It was designed to occupy them. And that insight still makes people uncomfortable because it's still true. Today, women are expected to love cooking and have careers and raise children perfectly and stay fit, cheerful, and grateful through all of it. The blanket got bigger. It didn't get warmer. Bracken never argued that women shouldn't cook. She didn't deny the value of care work. She simply refused to pretend that repetitive, unpaid labor was always joyful or fulfilling. She gave women permission to trust their own experience, to stop thinking, maybe I'm broken, maybe I'm ungrateful. Maybe I need to try harder. She said, no, you're cold because this isn't enough. That's why her work mattered. Validation isn't just comfort, it's clarity. Once someone says the thing you've been feeling but doubted, it becomes harder to accept a story that tells you your discomfort is a personal failure. Peg Bracken didn't demand revolution. She didn't raise her voice. She just reported the temperature honestly, and by doing that, she helped millions of women stop pretending they were warm when they weren't. The blanket was never meant to be enough, and recognizing that isn't failure. It's the first step toward change.